Okay, man. Tough loss. Honestly, tough loss tonight for the Mavs. Second loss of the calendar year. So, first and foremost, I just want to say, right, second night of a back-to-back. The Suns are off 2 nights of rest. The Mavs played a close, hard-fought game last night. I'm not upset with the effort at all here. I'm really not. I thought that you played well for a very good portion of this game, and at times looked like the better team. And then just a complete and total collapse in the fourth quarter. Just complete and total collapse happens every single time the Mavs play the Suns. Mavs had, you know, this is who the Suns are, right? They're like the best fourth quarter team in the NBA. This is who Chris Paul is. But you shouldn't have lost this game, just straight up. The Mavs should have won this game. Should have won this game. They just gave up. I mean, look at the score in the fourth quarter, 35-19. I know, and I've done post-game videos in the past, because the Mavs have played the Suns 3 times this year, and unless I'm wrong, they have led in the fourth quarter in every single one of those games. And in previous post-game videos, right, because Suns fans are great. I love Suns fans. Best fan base in the NBA, man. Suns fans are not annoying, great fans. They comment under the map, nope, the Suns were always going to win this game. Dude, fuck off, all right? You have a lead in the fourth quarter, like the Mavs, I think they were up 7 or 8 at one point with like 4 minutes left. You shouldn't completely shit your pants like the Mavs did. Just straight up. I know they're on the second night of a back-to-back, right? I know Luka hurt his neck or something, whatever new injury Luka has. But he was completely and totally dead silent in the fourth quarter of this game outside of a nice and one. KP absolutely nowhere to be found towards the end of this game, including just a complete and total. KP had a really good chance. I think it was maybe even to tie the game. I don't remember the exact circumstance. But KP had a wide open look, and tried to go off the glass and had a Russell Westbrook-esque brick. I tweeted this out yesterday, joking, kind of joking. I would say 80% joking, 20% being serious. Should the Mavs shop high? Should the Mavs shop around to see if they can sell high on Kristaps? I still partially do feel that way. Kristaps has been fine this year, though, but it's just like we see what happens every game with Kristaps. Just go back and watch Mavs games over the past week or two. Kristaps will get like 7 points immediately in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game. And then it'll just be kind of a slog the rest of the game for him. Just kind of, you know, his rim protection's been good, but it'll just kind of be slow the rest of the game for Kristaps. I thought Brunson played pretty well. He was really big in the second half for us. Brunson was really big in the second half for the Mavs. Luka, again, went, completely, totally silent. Kleba was awful. Another disaster class for Maxi Kleba. He did have a nice block on Devin Booker. The Devin Booker got the ball back. Friendliest whistle in the entirety of the fucking National Basketball Association, Devin Booker. I know, like, people complain about Luka. I've said this before. I'll continue to say it. Devin Booker is who people think Luka is, with the friendly whistle and with the crying to the refs. No player in the league cries more, right? It is what it is. I respect, Devin Booker's game. He's a terrific player. I thought you played good defense against him tonight, though. 28 points, 25 shots. You'll gladly take that. You will gladly take that if that's what Devin Booker is giving you. Chris Paul, 20 points. A good portion of these came in the fourth quarter. You know what Chris Paul does. Plus 23 in an 8-point game. Jesus Christ. You know what he does. And what was... there was a stretch, right? There was a stretch towards the end of the game where I believe... Let's go by the play-by-play. I believe you had the lead. Either that or it was a 1-point game. I think it was actually a 1-point game. The Suns were up 1. You come out of a timeout, right? Here you are. You're down 2. Bismack Biyombo gets fouled. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. Okay, cool. Tim Hardaway Jr. misses a completely and totally wide open corner 3, bricks it. I saw some Mavs fans on Twitter mad that Tim shot this shot. I'm not mad at all. I know Mikal Bridges was on the ground and he had a wide open lane, but you're paying Tim Hardaway Jr. $21 million to shoot threes for you. And when you're down 3 at that point in the game and Tim Hardaway Jr. is literally by himself in the corner, he has to shoot that. And yes, he has to hit it. Absolutely, he has to hit it. Then here's Bismack. He gets a dunk right here. Oh, did we miss the Bismack and one? Oh, yeah, we did miss the Bismack and one. Okay, so here, dude, ESPN, stop fucking going to the top. They do it every time. Here it is right here. Mavs, you're actually up 1. You were actually up 1. Out of a timeout, you let Bismack Biyombo get an and 1 dunk. You give the Suns a 2-point lead. Luka ties it with a nice and 1. Misses the free throw. Luka went 0 for 3 from the line in his last 3 attempts in this game. Then Mikal Bridges did that. Luka misses a shot. Bismack, again, Bismack scored, 6 points in the final 2 minutes of this game? That's gross. That's hideous. Dwight Powell's a terrible fucking player. No offense to him. Maxi Kleba was awful tonight. 2 consecutive awful games for Maxi. And you just collapsed in the fourth quarter. Again, I know I'm a little bit upset, right? Because, damn. I don't want to. Here's Tim missing another 3. So Tim in the span of like 30 seconds had 2 great looks at 2 really big 3s. 2 3s that would have been really, 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 really big shots. One of them to tie, one of them to make it. What would that have been? A 2-point game. He bricked both. I just don't. I'm just like, dude, I would not be angry at all if Tim was not on the team come the end of the trade deadline. You know, I'm happy Tim. He's exceeded expectations for the Mavs 100%. Don't get me wrong, right? When we traded for Tim, it was just a bad contract, really. And we were just kind of counting down the days until he left. He played well enough to get a second contract. We were all pretty happy about it. But man, it's probably time. Like if there's an avenue for you to move on from Tim Hardaway Jr., I think you absolutely have to take it. You absolutely have to take it, man. I think Reggie Bullock should be closing games over him. I know Reggie's not playing great, but he at least provides defense. If Tim's going to be breaking 3s down the stretch of games, might as well put Reggie out there. You might as well have Reggie playing. I'm just deflated. I'm not like pissed off, like super pissed off at the team or anything, because again, second night of a back-to-back against the best team in the West. You fight, you play hard, right? You play good. You had yourself in a position to win this game. It's just the collapse yet again. 29% from 3. It feels worse. Like I was saying, feels like 9% from 3. Tim went 3 of 7 for 3. It feels like 3 of 17. Like it just doesn't feel like 29% seems generous. 19 turnovers. That's what killed you. That right there is what killed you. 19 turnovers, 8 of them from Luka. On one of these bad turnover games for Luka, and it killed you 100%. Let's just see what points off turnovers were, because you let the Suns get in transition, and yeah, 31 points off turnovers for the Suns. 31 points off turnovers. There you go. That's why you lost the game. That's why you lost the game. Untimely shooting, but we've seen that, right? The Mavs, give them credit. The Mavs have learned how to win with horrible 3-point shooting. And to be 100% fair, the Suns shot 22% from 3, and that number actually went up towards the end of the game. Like they were sitting at 8%, 9% for most of this game. Got to give them credit for making their 3s down the stretch. Jae Crowder absolutely killed you. Jae Crowder absolutely killed you in the second half. Shout out to him, right? I still have some love in my heart for Jae Crowder as a former Mav. I loved him when he was on the team. But yeah, man. Bad 3-point shooting, lots of turnovers. If you bring that to the table against a team like the Suns, you're going to lose. You're going to lose, right? So that's just something to keep in mind moving forward. The 3-point shots have to start falling. They really do. And if they're not falling, which they haven't been really all season for the Mavs, you can't be turning the ball over like this. You just absolutely cannot be turning the ball over like this. This is a nice sequence, though. This is when life was great, man. This put the Mavs up 8 going into halftime right after Luka hit a shot. He gets a 5-0 run by himself in like 6 seconds. That was beautiful. That was fun. That was fun. I mean, look, I get Maxey was leaning over by a centimeter, but holy shit. Are you kidding me? God, I swear to you, Devin Booker gets the friendliest whistle in the NBA, man. He really does. It happened all last postseason. It's continuing to happen here, but again, hey, he's been really good, right? He's been really good. Mavs are up 3 with 5 minutes left. That's not that big of a lead. Like, blowing a 3-point lead in 5 minutes isn't that crazy. But you were up at I think you were up 12 at one point in this game. You were up like 8 at times in the fourth quarter. 35-19. That is just sickening. That's just not good. Gotta play better. Gotta be better at closing out games. And you could tell at the end of this game that the Mavs were tired, didn't have their legs, and the Suns were well rested. But I don't want to use that as an excuse, really, because again, you got to close out these games. Got to close out these games. That's what it comes down to. Make your 3s and don't turn the ball over. Boneheaded turnovers. And really, it kind of looked like at moments the moment was just too big for some guys, right? Luka at some point, you know, mid fourth quarter, Luka just a literal routine pass to Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's fucking shaking, so scared, can't catch it for whatever reason. Turnover. KP again had that wide open jump shot for whatever reason. Tried to go off the glass. Russell Westbrook brick. Gotta play better down the stretch. But you know, I'm not angry with this performance. You played hard, right? I think you definitely are a team that is who you are at this point. You've played really well over the past month, and this game doesn't change that. I think this game, you know, you played well. Just couldn't finish down the stretch. It's not going to get easier from here. You've got Memphis on Sunday. Thankfully, you get 2 nights off. Hopefully, whatever's going on with Luka's neck is fine by this game. But you get Memphis on Sunday. That would be a nice win. And at Golden State on Tuesday. So 2 tough games coming up here. And then, fortunately, you do get a pretty easy 4 games here with this team. You never know, though. Portland, Indiana, Orlando, Oklahoma City. You would like to win all of those and then the schedule gets a little bit tough again. So, you know, it is what it is. You lose to the Suns. That's not the end of the world. But just some things you got to clean up in the fourth quarter moving forward, right? If you play like this in the playoffs, you're not going to win any series. You're not going to win any series in the postseason playing like this. I will see you guys on Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. You know that means we'll be going live at 6:15 p.m. Central Time. Thank you guys very much. Goodbye.